Hello, my sweet dear magical friends. Welcome, welcome to our weekly assessment of the week ahead. Oh my God, I'm so excited, you guys. Okay, so this format, honestly, you guys, I'm excited about this. I've been kind of waiting the entire day to do this format because mostly for time constraints, I want to make sure that we do I'm doing a little preview of the Taurus full moon. We've been doing lots of coverage on all this stuff over on the Patreon. And so I think I did a lot of the moisturizer. So yeah, you guys are going to get this. And then I'm going to skedaddle over to Patreon and do the full moon in Taurus coverage. That is not going to be the same video that I do for you guys on YouTube about the full moon in Taurus, where we just do your overview and then go through the zodiac for all 12 signs. That's going to be a different video. This is going to be a very special patron only full moon in Taurus coverage video. So yeah, I'll be doing that after I finish and get this weekly out to you guys. Like I said, I want to get this out on Friday on schedule. So that's why we are like this. Isn't this so cute though? I think this is so freaking adorable. Okay, so and we are going to do through the zodiac for all 12 signs for your week ahead. And we are going to do a tarot reading because I've just been feeling like I can feel when I'm going to start to get like a lot of tarot messages. So we already did a few over on Patreon, and I feel like there's going to be different collectives that I'm channeling for. So there's going to be Patreon collective where it's energy mastery and leadership consciousness. And then there's going to be other collectives that are going to find the messages via YouTube. So that'll be interesting. Okay. Where do I want to start? I guess we can just start with a little bit of an overall for the week ahead. So this week ahead is the lead up to the full moon in Taurus. The full moon in Taurus is going to happen on the 15th of November. And this video is going to be for the 11th to the 17th of November. So basically we have it's gearing up to the full moon. That's going to be the big event. Saturn stationing direct on the day of the full moon. Pluto moving into Aquarius the day after this weekly overview concludes. So this is going to be from Monday, November the 11th. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Love you guys. November the 11th to Sunday, November the 17th. Oh, okay. So then next week's weekly is going to be from November 18th, and that's going to include Pluto's ingress into Aquarius. Okay. And then this actually November the 11th on Monday is going to be when Venus moves into Capricorn. So those are the big things. It's going to be Monday the 11th, Venus moving into Capricorn, Friday the 15th with the full moon in Taurus, Friday the 15th with Saturn stationed direct at 12 degrees of Pisces. And then everything else is kind of like part of the full moon. So when you have this moment, I'm recording this on Friday the 8th. Later on this evening is going to be a quarter moon, a waxing, gaining in light quarter moon in the sign of Aquarius, where the sun is going to be squared. The sun in Scorpio is going to be squared by the moon in Aquarius. And that basically means that everything that we were planting, or all of the seeds that we're starting in, since last Friday, the 1st of November, some of these intentions, some of these seeds will make it. Some of them will continue on with this quarter moon, and then some of them will not. So it's a time to it's like you plant a bunch of little seeds and then, okay, I should pick a different kind of analogy, but you plant a bunch of little seeds and then they can't all get like the sunlight and the water and the love and the growth, blah, blah, blah. And so you have to call which ones are going to get the resources. So you're doing that in the Scorpio area of life. What is that? You're doing that in the Scorpio area of life. I guess I should have cleaned this first. In the Scorpio area of life where there's a big start, like a new beginning, but at this time with Friday's quarter moon, not all of those things that you want for that Scorpio, maybe even Taurus area of life, not all of them can go forward. You've got to pick one or two, or, but to really kind of condense it down. And some of this may be happening like the universe is showing you what can move forward, what's not meant to move forward, and seeing where the encouragement is. So, okay, so I'm doing this on Friday the 8th, quarter moon weekend. That's covered in your other horoscope. Monday, that's a little weird. Monday the 11th. This is so much going on. Hold on. Okay, so can I put this in a place? I think. Let me just find out a little bit. Oops. Hold on. Let me get this out of the way. Oopsie. 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚢. Okay, hold on. Monday, the 11th of November is when we have at 5:06 in the morning, the moon in Pisces making the square over to Jupiter in Gemini retrograde. So that's very big emotional revelations and insights. If you are awake that early, all of these times are Pacific Standard Time. At 5:16, the moon in Pisces will trine the sun at 19 degrees of Scorpio. Love this. See where the encouragement is going. This is going to be spiritual, romantic, emotional, but the resources are going to be immaterial. It's going to be something you can sense or something you can feel on the inside, not so much like tangibly. Or it could be that circumstances are kind of flowing along in a way that's really helpful for you to advance that Scorpio area of life, any of those Scorpio goals that you have. Then at 10:25, Venus enters Capricorn. Really, really nice. From the 11th of November to December the 6th, Venus will be in Capricorn. This is like, I made a joke about it on my TikTok, like the walls go up. It's kind of like the low side of Venus in Cap, and I'm a Capricorn sun, I'm a Capricorn stellium, so I have a lot of Capricorn. The downside could be so like pretentious. I took my little sister to Soho House once, and she looked around and she was like, yep, this is super pretentious. And at the time, I was like, well, this is just for artists. Okay, everyone here, you have to be like artistic to get in. You can't just like buy your way into this club. Like it was just so, but like that is like something that I would like, I would say just don't take yourself so seriously. Take your work seriously. Take whatever you're doing seriously, but don't take yourself so seriously. So low side of Venus in Cap can be super like snooty and pretentious and like elitist, exclusive. I don't know what to tell you. Like I literally made my own club and it's literally behind a paywall where there is exclusive content. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm still a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So like on one hand, you do want to have exclusivity and you do want to like keep out what you like don't want. But if it's low Capricorn, it's going to be like greedy and stupid. But if it's high vibrational Capricorn, it'll be truth, love, integrity. You know, like I have my stuff behind a paywall, but it's $11. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so, you know, it's running the risk of people not valuing what's behind the paywall because it's so affordable. You know what I'm saying? So I just go off of the, you know, if you get it, you get it. If not, you don't. So you want to have like an appropriate sense of like value and worth without like excluding to detriment. So yeah, so you do want that Berlin Wall up, but you just want to have good standards. You just want to have it to be, you know, truth, love, and integrity. So what's interesting is that December the 6th, it's just a few weeks, when Venus does enter into Aquarius, they will immediately conjoin Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees. Which is right on my moon. I have my moon in Aquarius. Okay. So from now, from November 11th to December the 6th, Venus will provide viable opportunities in Capricorn. You will get support from the institutions, support from the establishment. Follow protocol. Dress the dress code. You know, approach everything with protocol. Turn in good work. Uphold the high standards. Uphold the integrity, and be classy. For goodness sake, please be classy. That's very, very important. Whatever's happening, just be classy and graceful. whatever it is, please. Okay. Let's see, 1323, we have a 𝚤𝚘 forming. So that's going to be the sun in Scorpio, 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚗𝚕𝚗𝚗, Chiron in Aries, and Jupiter retrograding in Gemini. So this is really hopeful. This is really inspiring. I actually really love Monday. Monday's a big day, and then it's going to be Friday. That's the next big day. So your guys' horoscopes are going to be like Monday, beginning of the week, and then Friday, end of the week. So like I said, Monday looks really, really nice. The 𝚤𝚘, the finger of God that forms, happened twice with Mercury and with Venus. So on the 26th of October, it was Mercury giving, putting things in the communication realm. But before that, Venus revealed some kind of opportunity around the 9th of October. So it's like beginning of October, when Venus came into this 𝚤𝚘, beginning of October, there was opportunity, maybe it was relationship, maybe it was creative, maybe it was entrepreneurial, maybe it was, of the feeling nature, but it revealed itself beginning of October. And then towards the end of October, Mercury put it into thinking and communicating and sharing and connecting with others realm. That's when you're like, okay, I'm going to go look for it online. I'm going to go talk to so-and-so about it. I'm going to go and I'm going to write it down. I'm going to file it. I'm going to do the thing. Now it's the sun. So Monday, it's like, I feel like it's a lot of vitality and value. There could be a healing clarity in your life coming through on Monday, especially with this aspect. 1801, the moon conjoins Neptune and Pisces. That's so, be careful you don't overdo, because you could take more alcohol than you intend, take too many drugs. You think you're not doing a lot of drugs and you do a lot of drugs, you overdose. So it's like, it'll be easy to just genuinely not know how much you're doing or how much you're taking. So, I mean, I recommend to use it to stay inspired, be creative and do that with it. But it can also be, like I said, like drinking, smoking, just overeating, getting a stomach ache, that's that kind of thing. Stay inspired, believe in goodness on Monday, but this is the thing, you have to want to believe in goodness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see so many people just like looking for any reason or excuse to be upset or think pessimistically and depressed and stuff. So you have to want to believe in goodness. You have to want to feel better, because whatever you believe, this is going to get reinforced. So stay inspired, stay creative, believe in goodness, or you can work on healing why you don't. Why don't you believe in goodness? Why don't you want to feel better? Why don't you want to feel better? You know what I'm saying? So that's 1601. 2212, the moon in Pisces sextiles Pluto in Capricorn. Surrender to transformation. Just let it go. Let it go. Surrender to transformation and help it along. Help the transformation that's trying to happen. Help that along with positivity. Then the moon goes void, of course, until just for a few minutes. Then about 2225, the moon will enter Aries. Then it's going to make its way to the North Node, and we're going to have this hunger to individuate and express ourselves and be brave. 2328, the moon in Aries will square Venus in Capricorn at the 0th degree. So this is very big-hearted ambitions. Very big-hearted ambitions, but just like proceed elegantly. Proceed very, very elegantly. Like I'm trying to say with Venus in Capricorn, like yes to everything, but just proceed very elegantly as possible. Whatever the transition or transformation or whatever the thing is, proceed elegantly, be graceful, have class, have self-respect, dignity, okay? Tuesday, the 12th of November. Happy birthday, Nikita. Happy birthday, Scorpios. At 2:36 in the morning, we have the moon in Aries trining over to Mars in Leo. Very high energy if you're awake. If you are, go ahead and go for it. At 5:23 in the morning, we have Mercury in Sagittarius squaring Saturn and Pisces retrograde. This is like one of the last things that that's going to happen before Saturn goes direct in Pisces. So it's like something from that Sagittarius area of life. You need to grab something to help integrate the lessons that Saturn's been trying to like get us to bake in and complete and do ourselves. And so it could be that you're wrapping up something from the past or something you've got to approach head on if you have been doing the Sagittarius game and just evading and ignoring and pushing it aside and just looking somewhere else. But that's all. Once you do that, it'll be fine. It'll be okay. 7:57, the moon. It is like in the early morning hours. So it's like you wake up a little bit like on the depressed side of the bed, or you have a weird dream, or you know what I'm saying? So 7:57, the moon conjoins the North Node in Aries. Reach for what you want and be confident and be brave. Okay, so here's the thing. One of the things that people get wrong with like things like manifestation and visualization. It's very similar to the masculine feminine polarity energy. The masculine energy is like the focus, and then the feminine energy is the heart that like attracts, it magnetizes. So you have this imagery of like the pointy masculine that like picks the thing, and then the magnetic feminine that brings it towards you. So you have like this sort of like trying to like, right? Okay, kind of like that. If you get stuck on the image of what you're trying to manifest, you may shut yourself out of a better manifestation when you're only supposed to use that visual to like help bring it towards you. So don't get too insistent upon exactly what it looks like when it comes to the North Node. The North Node is the same thing. The moon conjoining the North Node every month. It gives you the hunger towards it. But if you want the new car that you can't afford, do you just want the feeling of freedom? If you want you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it, identify the feeling that you're using to magnetize, generate the feeling, and really still go for it. Always still go for it, but don't be so attached to and don't be so insistent to that visual that you used to generate the feeling. Because the human mind isn't designed that way. It's not designed to predict this absolute perfect like thing that happens next, or like the outcome. That's for the higher mind. Okay. So 2016, moon in Aries trines Mercury in Sagittarius. So organize your thoughts, your plans, your people by connecting with your comrades. It's wonderful and lovely for, like I said, making those connections and talking. Wednesday, the 13th of November at 6:48, the moon will sextile Jupiter in Gemini and conjoin Chiron in Aries. So if you're awake at this time, this is the time for healing. Like I said, with these 𝚬𝚢 that Scorpio has been completing throughout October and coming into November and connecting this Jupiter, it's plugging right into this Jupiter Chiron sextile. This is good. This is good for us. It's good for healing and for rethinking and like this re-education that we've been going through. But when you're open to it, if you're not open to it, if you're resistant, and guys, when we're in denial, when people are in denial, you're in denial about being in denial. That's like the whole point. And then you project it outwardly onto other people. You try to get your partner to stop smoking because you want to be in control of yourself and you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so, okay. Anyway, Wednesday morning, a time for healing if you're open to it. Otherwise, this is just going to be where, like Chiron energy, when you don't approach it with maturity and like a will to learn and a will to heal, a will to let the truth change your life, then you show yourself up. You embarrass yourself. You create more situations and experiences where you show yourself up, where you're embarrassed, where you are ashamed, where you, whatever it happens to be. So I say it's a time for healing, but it's not going to be that for everybody. 9:55, the moon in Aries quincunxes the sun in Scorpio. This is important. So This is kind of when the full moon starts for me. It begins, it's like the mechanism of release. It begins the free for all. It begins the disbursement. It begins the overflow. The full moon is when something is at the peak. It's at this critical mass. It cannot be any more full before it starts to overfill and spill out and reveal. So it starts here, though. It starts, like I said, this is like the release mechanism that starts the overflow. So it could be disclosure. It could be things being revealed. It could be that, okay, we've got to take a new tack. We're taking a new track. We're doing a different thing. We're taking a new road. Circumstances are opening up an opportunity to do something different or to go a different way, shedding light on something in the Scorpio area of life. Like Scorpio is like a nice little crevice for a spider, you know, a nice dark little home. It does not appreciate a blindingly bright spotlight in their dark little crevice. And wherever you have Scorpio in your chart, that's where you are a Scorpio. You show up to that area of life like a Scorpio. So this is an area of life. If you're not comfortable with your Scorpio energy, you know, it could be Scorpio season could be uncomfortable, you know, Scorpionic things could just be uncomfortable. So this full moon, it's approaching fullness. It's in Aries, but it's like approaching fullness in Taurus. It's like it and connecting with the sun, and the whole Scorpio season is like a big spotlight being shown into that area. So this mechanism could be disclosure that starts up. It could be revelations, or it could be like, okay, circumstances got to take a different track. 2250, the moon in Aries squares Pluto and Capricorn for the last time. We will be called by circumstances. You will be called by your circumstances, whatever's going on in your life, to use your bravery to assist Pluto in the transformation of the Capricorn area of life. That Capricorn area of life is where you have to show up like a Capricorn and act like a Capricorn and take care of business. So this last square, you've got to just be confident in yourself and go your own way and be an individual, and you will have to contend and help Pluto to, I don't want to say overthrow, but like help Pluto to strip away the fake power and to like release the real power in that Capricorn area of life. The transformation that's happening there, this is like one last, something could really seize our consciousness on Wednesday, like with this energy. Then the moon goes void, of course, for just a few minutes. Then at 22:58, the moon enters Taurus, where the full moon happens. So it might be a good idea Wednesday night to ground yourself, to prepare for the earthquake. There might actually be earthquakes, actually, now that I say that. No one can predict Uranus. So it really can be absolutely like it could be earthquakes, market drops, market surges. I'm kind of predicting assassinations, but I don't want to just predict death. But anyway, so grounding, I personally just eat. I eat like hearty when I want to ground, but you can also like walk on nature, like grass and sand and, you know, like earthenness. Or if you have like shoes on, you get a walking stick. You get the walking stick, and at the end of the walking stick, you put that in the ground, and then the earth's energy will connect with the stick, go up the walking stick, and you get it that way. So, or you can have a nice big brownie like me. Okay. Next up at 23:51, we have Venus in Capricorn, 𝚃𝚗𝚗𝚕𝚗, Mars in Leo. These are the royal signs, and they're not getting along. Venus is trying to show value and create opportunity and ask us, like, is this worth it? Is this in alignment with what I want? Is this trying to give something back to me? Are the resources and relationships and money and resources, is it all in alignment here? And Mars in Leo is going to retrograde soon, but that Mars is just trying to like tear through Leo, and they're not on the same page. So there could just be different ideas of class, like what's classy, or expressions of value or wealth. That Mars in Leo could be gaudy and over the top, really, really over the top, and like doesn't know that it should be embarrassed of itself, because Venus in Capricorn is like, oh my God, like haughty, a little bit haughty. That Venus in Capricorn could be like, that is so obscene. That's tasteless, zero taste. You're being grandiose. And that Mars in Leo can just be like, I don't care. Add on more perfume, more jewels, more. So yeah, so Wednesday could definitely, I can see people just being like very over the top. Thursday, the 14th of November at 3:57, we have the moon in Taurus making a quincunx to Mars in Leo. So there's two things. There could be people could be very edgy and resistant to change, or people could take a new track to get where you want to go. So it's like, for instance, the difference between winners and losers, literally the only difference is that winners learn from the mistakes, get better, and never give up. They both fail though, but the losers just give up. They get dejected, depressed, low self-esteem, and they just quit. Winners fail over and over and over and over, and after every failure, they create a different definition, and they learn from what they got wrong to make it right and better the next time. And they keep going, and then they win. They eventually just win because they learned. So it's really how you approach. I think it was Einstein that said, it's not the strongest that survive, it's not the smartest that survive, it's those that are the best at adapting that survive. Like, think of the actors and actresses that had to adapt from silence to talkies. Not all of them made the jump. With this Mars retrograde, remember when I talked to you guys about the Titanic, the captain of the Titanic? 26 years of experience working against him. So some people are going to be really edgy and resistant to change, and some people are going to take a new track to get to where they want to go, and they're going to be able to adapt easier. 4:12, the moon in Taurus trines Venus in Capricorn, really wonderful, stabilizing the values, the money, the relationships, the opportunities. Love that. 8:12, the moon in Capricorn quincunxes the south node in Libra. So take a new track in relating, in how you think about people, and how you think about relationships, how you show up to your relationships. 1917, the moon in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces retrograde. That's nice. It's an opportunity for grounding, for stabilizing, for putting things in their proper place. On Friday at 00:20, the moon in Taurus quincunxes Mercury in Sag. If you're awake, you may need to open up the mind and just like attract change with the mentality and the thinking, and think maybe even a little bit bigger. At 6:20 is when Saturn stations direct at 12 degrees of Pisces. These are new lessons in a new grade that await us. However, Saturn will be covering the tracks that they covered from March 18th to June the 30th. So from June the 30th until November the 15th, we had to uphold the lessons learned on our own, while Saturn unraveled belief systems that kept us from getting it the first time, from March the 18th until June the 30th. And now that Saturn station is direct, we have another go at it. So it's not going to be the same like people, situations, that kind of thing. It'll probably be different people, but the themes thematically of what you're trying, and we're going to talk about that in your sign by sign breakdown. But you have to apply what you've learned from June the 30th until November 15th and meet the new situations, the new lessons that Saturn will introduce to us, but they will be thematically consistent. Then at 1327, full moon in Taurus at 24 degrees. This is a very big like breakthrough, releasing limitations and transformations, releasing limitations to transform, excuse me. I love this for just like letting, like, this is just like at 1531, the moon conjoins Uranus. This is all part of the full moon. This is like shedding baggage immediately, closing a door, quitting something cold turkey, like a light switch. I love that. It's Uranus that's going to help you quit a bad habit or shut the door on something, have that kind of boundary with it, that it's just like over and done and you never go back. It's Uranus that does that. Pluto is this, you know, that taking the same thing and transforming it into something maybe unrecognizable, but it like replaces, you know, Pluto will at least replace something with something else, or help you transform, you know, a block of time that you were just like scrolling Netflix looking for something for 30 minutes will replace that block of time with you writing poetry or throwing the ball with your son in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Uranus, it's stressed out like a light. So that's how you want to use Uranus, is to kind of have like a breakthrough or just like surpass a limitation, but in the trine of Pluto, to help Pluto transform something. And then with Uranus, it's the same thing, cold turkey. We're going to talk about that in a separate video for next week for you guys here on YouTube. And we'll, for this video, you guys are going to have your sign by sign breakdown for Venus entering Capricorn and Saturn stationing direct. 1841, the moon in Taurus sextiles Neptune in Pisces. Believe in yourself, ground your spiritual practices. 2302, the moon in Taurus will trine Pluto in Capricorn. Again, helping Pluto transform Capricorn from the Taurus area of life. And these are this is like physical changes. Like these are structural changes, maybe a little bit less so if you are one of the air signs. If you're a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini sun, moon, rising, then the changes are going to be way like very like behind the scenes and more internal, where you're going to have to get out of like ruts and inroads that were just there for a long time. Then the moon goes void, of course, until 2308. Then the moon enters Gemini. Information spreads like wildfire. Connecting happens. Conversations, connecting with other people. On Saturday, the 16th of November at 3 o'clock in the morning, we've got the Venus squaring the nodes. So there's a responsibility to the heart that we have. At 4:59, moon in Gemini sextiles Mars in Leo. This could be really fun, like running errands with a friend, or if you have to do something, like to do it and having more fun doing it. 8:09, moon in Gemini sextiles the North Node in Aries. Connect and share with other people. 8:31, we have moon in Gemini 𝚃𝚘𝚗𝚕𝚒 Venus in Capricorn. Okay, so for this energy at 8:31, moon in Gemini 𝚃𝚘𝚗𝚕𝚒 Venus in Capricorn. That's like decorum. Again, there could be an issue that there could just be something, but like just keep decorum. Pretty simple. At 18:33, the sun in Scorpio opposes Uranus and Taurus. What started that was kind of like surprising or shocking or just new and fresh and different around May the 13th? Because now you're challenged to level it up, innovate, or end it out like a light. It's like the full, that was when the sun and Uranus were together and they started a new cycle together. Now that sun is opposing Uranus, it's a little bit like this little, you know, culmination moment. 1951, we have the moon in Gemini squaring Saturn in Pisces direct. You just don't evade. Don't try to escape something. Don't evade or like, yeah, just don't try to escape that. It's specifically if it's some kind of like conversation or topic that you have to discuss. That's all. Sunday, the 17th of November at 4:40, the moon in Gemini opposes Neptune in Sagittarius. This could be very idealistic or inspiring. At 6:07, the moon conjoins Jupiter in Gemini. Lots of new information into things of the past or into old things. And it could even be clearing up misconceptions or sharing information or helping Jupiter to like know and learn through the circumstances. At 20:08, moon in Gemini squares Neptune in Pisces. So it's not a chore, it's a game. This is like how to look at life or how to look at things, how to look at negative things when things don't go your way. It's not a chore, it's a game. The process is the point. The progress is the point. The journey is the point. And then the moon goes void of course until the very end of the day. Just chill. Just chill. Okay, so I do want to do a tarot reading for you guys. Okay, let's take a look at the week ahead, please. Follow me on TikTok, everybody. For the freebies. Oh, can I do this on? I think so. I think we can. Tell me about this upcoming week for my people on YouTube. What do they need to know about? And then now you guys get to see what I do, like visually. It's a message. Thank you. The Hanged Man. Yes, I think this is far away enough where you're not gonna like. Okay, I'll figure it out. The Hanged Man, waiting, because of a different, having to change your perspective on something while you wait. Strength. Stay brave, stay strong. So strength is about, okay, so we are radiant, eternal souls that can never be destroyed. We possess the human body. Your average human has their consciousness inseparably fused to the circuitry, the electrical system of the human body. Energy masters evolve beyond that. Nevertheless, be that as it may, we still have to contend with humanness. We still have to contend with being human, having human impulses, having feelings in the body. The Strength card in the tarot is about the divine overcoming the human impulses and being able to exist in both realms with strength. I'm not sure where it froze. And being able to exist in both realms with strength, with ease. Like a conquering of the lower passions. Well, anyway, but it's about being bigger than the situation, whether that's being graceful or elegant or calm or going forth in Godfidence. The King of Wands. The King of Wands. This is someone that like they need it to be about them. They are the star of the show. They are the king of the castle. This is like the family man that like comes home from work and they need to have like their whole family listening to them talk about their day. And like they just need to have the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like they need that attention. Ace of Pentacles, a new financial opportunity, a new financial beginning. This could be a new job. For some, we'll clarify. We'll see if it's romantic. It could be commitment, some kind of next level of commitment. All right, let's see. Bottom of the deck, the Knave of Swords, Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Three of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So there's like secret information. You know, kind of stuff. Because of the space, I think... No, we will do this one. I love this deck. Let's take a look. Help me clarify the message for my people on YouTube for this week ahead, please. What do they need to know for this week ahead? Tell me about this Hanged Man, please. About this Hanged Man. It is enlightenment. Thank you. We've got Temperance, beautiful. Ace of Swords, mwah, chef's kiss. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. This is worth the wait. This is so worth the wait. So worth the wait. Temperance, let me just organize this for myself. Temperance, Ace of Swords, and Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is very much worth the wait. And someone like Temperance is a moderate energy. It's a difficult card for people to really understand. It has very deep esoteric significance, meaning that it basically explains that the universe and everything is made up of vibratory frequency and energy and motion. And that to balance your life, to live a moderate life, you have to have the moderation of energy. Okay, so what we're modifying is from the subconscious mind through the conscious mind, so that when you go back and forth, nothing is lost. And you have to like temper that subconscious with purity by the adept, so that when something goes from the imagination and the subconscious into physical action, the sun, because that's the one with the cup going back and forth, that it's purified, that the will is purified, and you modify through experience. So it's like, that's why it's like a card of like emotional balance and moderation. It's through I'll explain it later. I do more like deep dives into the symbolism when I'm doing like the Patreon messages. Okay, but so this is like something took a long time, or is taking a long time, but this week comes into like a peace because things have been thought about, acted upon. There's a super new start with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Something gets to start with the benefit of purified experience, purified consideration, possibly financial, like a work opportunity. This could be like, if it was like a work opportunity, maybe you were applying for something, taking a long time, don't know why it took a long time. Maybe the recruiter has an internal candidate. It's someone's cousin or someone's lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, family member, great uncle, whatever. And it was taking a long time and like blah, blah, blah. And now things move forward. So you get the benefit of things just kind of calming down. Tell me about the strength energy. Thank you. Eight of Wands. Things are definitely picking up speed. Definitely picking up speed for you. And this doesn't have to, like, even if you are doing anything that you've been working hard at with the Eight of Pentacles, you know, working on your craft or working on your business, working on your home, working on your property, whatever you've been putting a lot of effort into, that's been taking you a long time. You've had a change of experience, change of perspective. Things are, you're entering a nice calmness, or someone here could be entering like a nice peaceful resolution, so things can move forward in a very like calm, like a confident way. So I would say this to clarify the strength energy. It's almost like be comfortable with the pace picking up, or be careful and confident and like with your patience. So when you're impatient, you're not like living in the moment. Juice up, get as much as you can out of the moment as possible. And then you won't have to be like patient. Okay, King of Wands, tell me about this person. Ooh, that was loud. That was a lot. Queen of Wands, counterpart. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, the 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚗𝚑, the Hanged Man again, and the Three of Pentacles. Oh, and the Emperor. Damn. I normally wouldn't take this much. Okay. So we're going to put this down here. The Emperor. This is definitely like work financial for somebody. This is boss energy. The Emperor, Three of Pentacles, work situation, 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚗𝚑. You know, this could have even been like a financial weight. Like this person didn't know, wasn't sure. People have to change their someone or a couple people, somebody here, it's about like changing perceptions. Again, changing perceptions to arrive at a state of like calmness and peace. Like, okay, I feel good about this. We can move forward now. In a work situation, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Three of Swords, the Devil. Look at this devil. I have to show you super close because he is just like so. This is like the cutest devil I've ever seen. The Devil, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Interesting. The Nine of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. This is very like, mm, mm. If this is you, that you're moving forward after working on something hard and this whole big mishigas, you will have to, let's say you show up for your first day at this job and the recruiter did not get their cousin in. Maybe they told everybody at the office, like, oh yeah, my cousin's gonna come and work with us. And then you show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you must just, now listen, do not put any energy into that thought. That I said that as an example to explain this message. Do not like think negatively. You don't have to put any energy into invalidating something. Like you don't have to put so much. I only do like protection stuff. Like you don't have to do that. You don't want to overdo that because when you that's putting too much energy into invalidating something and you kind of create your own little critter. And then you attract it into your experience to make it like happen. So don't run away with that. This is just more for strategy of being aware that there may be a level of defensiveness somewhere, or someone somewhere may be kind of bitter. Or if that does not resonate, and if that is not the case for you, then it's just that you are coping with some kind of loss or heartbreak or betrayal while something good and wonderful is happening. My best friend just died. John Martine's like a main character like in my life. Like that. It's so sad because Scorpio season, I just knew Scorpios, it's like when Scorpios are born, sun, moon, risings, it's like the family, the parents will usually suffer some kind of loss. Like someone will die and then the Scorpio is born. So there's just not, it's so sad. Like there's just not as much literal like love and thought and care to go towards that Scorpio. Can kind of have like an orphan sort of vibe or complex, kind of similar, not Cancer, I'm a Cancer rising. Cancer, sun, moon risings, we have like a latchkey kid kind of a thing, like a day orphan. I was kind of a day orphan. So, but it's not the same as the Scorpio. Like the Scorpio will have like people dying around their birth or not know who they really are, not know who their parents are, mom or dad. Like it gets, Scorpios could be born with little mysteries. So there could just literally just be that you will have to still contend and work through grief, or, you know, your partner broke up with you and cheated on you with somebody, and like you get a new job in a new city, so you're starting over. You know what I'm saying? So there's just some kind of like other thing happening. Let's see, bottom of this deck. See the Knave of Cups, Page of Cups, the Star, healing is available, and Seven of Pentacles. That's really sweet. Now there's absolutely healing and peace and lovely things. We'll just finish up with this relationship deck. Any other guidance for my people over here on the YouTube about the relationship guidance this week in this situation? But I mean, the positive thing is that like things move forward. There's a new start. There's money. There's truth and like mental healing. I mean, we love that. Bottom of the deck, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This up like right there. Heart, oh, I guess it's backwards, but like, okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Wow, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So that's definitely this Three of Swords. So you're either, maybe someone died, maybe someone broke up with you, maybe you broke up with someone, maybe there's, you know what I'm saying? There's something to maybe talk about. Obviously, if you're separating from someone, you don't talk to that person because you're separated, but heart-to-heart conversations and separation, okay? This could even be, yeah, I will let that be there. I'm going to clear this table, and then we're going to get into it for all of the 12 zodiac signs. Toodaloo. Hello, my lovely Aries, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, welcome to your week ahead from the 11th to the 17th of November, 2024. Venus entering into Capricorn on Monday is going to be big for your guys' reputation, your marriage, you guys as parents, parenthood. You could really shine. And this area of your reputation could really shine with opportunity. So put your best foot forward, be very like excellent, do great work, let everyone see your very best. And, you know, the more mature you are in your work or marriage or as a parent, you could get like really wonderful return on investments. At the end of the week, with Saturn stationing direct on Friday in Pisces, you guys want to reflect on any mental health challenges or difficulties from March 18th to June the 30th. This is when there will be new lessons, not the same. Think about what happened. Think about how it was for you. Those same things may not come back up again, but different things will come up, but just thematically similar, but not maybe the exact same things. So get ready for new lessons, but to uphold and maintain your mental health practices, maybe taking rests, taking good care of yourself, but because you got to reflect on everything from March 18th to June the 30th. Have a wonderful week, my beautiful Arieses. Hello, my beautiful Tauruses, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, willkommen to your week ahead from November 11th to November the 17th. When Venus enters Capricorn on Monday, for you guys, it'll be so much easier to see the beauty in life. Okay, like it really will. You will feel more optimistic and you will be able to incorporate any life adjustments or significant endings, significant beginnings into a worldview that gives you like much more security. I feel like you'll feel a lot better about your worldview, your world outlook, and any personal things that have been going on in your life. Like I said, any significant endings, beginnings, or even just like healings and transformations, you'll be able to see the world. Yes, maybe some of it will be a little bit more like realistic, but it'll be like grounded, like beautifully grounded. Then at the end of the week, when Saturn stations direct on Friday in Pisces, reflect on your friendships, not just your friendships, but also your goals for life and any challenges that maybe were to your goals that you were trying to achieve, or maybe any challenges in your friendship circles from March 18th to June the 30th. Because now moving forward, you're going to have new lessons in these areas. They're not going to be the same challenges, but from June 30th until November the 15th, you had to, like, how do I put this? You had to keep the fire burning without the teacher in the room to make sure you're doing everything right. And so when Saturn stations direct, it's going to be like the teacher's back in the room and giving you new lessons to see if you incorporate the knowledge from March 18th to June 30th. And for you, it's the friends, groups, associations, your social media, or any goals or ambitions you have for yourself. Okay, my lovely Tauruses, have a wonderful week. Love you. Sorry, Taurus, I forgot to say, like, you could make things happen. You could really make dreams come true, so long as you incorporated everything that you needed to learn. Okay. Hello, my beautiful Gemini, sun signs. Oops. Blast. Hello, my beautiful Gemini, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, willkommen to your week ahead, November the 11th to November the 17th. For Geminis, when you guys have Venus moving into Capricorn on Monday, you should have like a lot of opportunities to change your life in drastic ways with grace and with trust. So if you are making significant endings, having significant beginnings, do so with dignity, self-respect, tact, and class. And you will be getting the opportunities to do this over the next few weeks. Now, at the end of the week, when Saturn stations direct on Friday, reflect for you guys on career, reputation, your parenthood, consciousness, or relationships with your parents from March the 18th to June the 30th, because there could be new lessons that you're ready to take on when it comes to you as a parent, or with parental consciousness, or in your marriage, or with your career or reputation, built off of the knowledge and the wisdom that you've ingrained since like June the 30th, from what you learned from March 18th to June the 30th. Have a great week, my lovely Geminis. Hello, my lovely Can, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to comment to your week ahead, November the 11th to November the 17th. Okay, so for us, when Venus moves into Capricorn on Monday, relationships and partnerships get a lot sweeter for us. Dote on your partner. Love them up. Be really expressive. Well, maybe not super expressive. It's Venus in Capricorn, so it could be a little austere, but it's very good for attracting strong people and strong partners and strong partnerships. Then at the end of the week, with Saturn stationing direct on Friday, reflect on all of your beliefs and like how you see the world specifically from about March 18th to June the 30th, because from June 30th until now, you've had to really incorporate and ground out those worldviews and how, replace limiting beliefs and build up positive beliefs. So now moving forward, there's going to be new lessons here maybe not the same people or situations, but thematically it's going to be like the next thing. Have a great week, Cancers. Hello, my beautiful Leos, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to your week ahead, November the 11th to November the 17th. So you guys want to, with Venus entering Capricorn on Monday, be a lot kinder to your coworkers or yourself, like your health, taking good care of yourself, okay? There could also be a new staff member or someone new that shows up at the workplace that could be super helpful to you. They could be in the form of a woman or feminine dominant energy. They don't have to be, but they could be very organized and really like on their shit, and they could be helpful. So that's cool. Okay. Then on Friday, when Saturn stations direct in Pisces, you guys want to reflect on your intimacy lessons, debts, any life changes from about March 18th to June the 30th, and also reflecting on your bonds and your boundaries, because there's going to be new lessons here, but you want to take what you have, how do I put this? What you have integrated from June 30th until now, and use that to help you manage the new lessons in this area coming up. So, okay. Love you guys. Have a great week ahead. Hello, my beautiful Virgo, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to your week ahead from November 11th to November the 17th. When Venus enters Capricorn on Monday, it's going to be very wonderful for the Virgos in your 5th house. So relationships with your children, with your pets, with your lovers, or with your creative passion projects get a lot sweeter. There could be opportunities over the next few weeks to be more creative, to date different people, or heal your inner child, grow your business, anything like that. When Saturn stations direct on Friday, for Virgos, it's more about reflecting on relationship lessons from March 18th until June the 30th. Because since then, since June 30th, you've had to incorporate them on your own. So now you want to use everything that you've already practiced to deal with the new lessons coming up for you in this relationship area to make sure that you learned everything. Okay. That'll be exciting for you guys. Enjoy. Have a great week, Virgos. Libra, sun sign, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, my loves, to your week ahead from November the 11th to the 17th. When Venus enters Capricorn on Monday, for you guys, it's home and family, your emotional seat of security. Get a lot of relief. Enjoy the cozy vibes in your heart. That's where it needs to really start for you and be for you, especially with Pluto about to leave there. Like, get nice and cozy with your own self and with your own heart. That's like your first home, okay? Okay. Then at the end of the week, when Saturn stations direct on Friday, for you guys, reflect on your health, on your work projects, and what was really serious for you from March the 18th until June the 30th. Because from June 30th until now, you've had to really practice all this stuff on your own. And now when Saturn stations direct on Friday, you're going to have new lessons here. New work projects and maybe new work projects, we'll see. But you're going to have to use everything that you've been practicing on its feet in new, different ways moving forward. All right, love you guys. Have a great week. Happy birthday, Scorpio, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome to your week ahead from November the 11th to November the 17th. Okay, for you guys, when Venus enters Capricorn on Monday, going to be really great for all communications related endeavors, messages that you are sending out. So that's the time when, Scorpio, you're going to be able to say things and have your message land with a lot more ease and softness. This is also good for writing, for news coming in and going out. It improves. It improves. Also, mentality. Your mentality is a lot, like, how would I put this? Your mentality is easier to think happy thoughts. You're going to be finding it easier to be more positive and to, I would say, because you're able to think more positive, then you're able to speak more positively. You're able to speak with more love, and for your messages to be conveyed with more sweetness and softness, because that's how you're thinking. You're thinking with maybe you're thinking with something nice to think about. And so then it's just like naturally coming through where you get to communicate. Like you could even be talking about like foreign policy, but maybe you have like, you know, you're an aunt or an uncle for the first time. So you're talking about foreign policy or you're talking about something very serious, but you have this lightness to you because you're so happy thinking about your niece or your nephew, the little itty bitty baby, you know? So I feel like for you guys, it might be a little bit like that. So like, you know, enjoy your secrets and let it kind of help you guys get your messages across. Then on Friday, when Saturn station is direct in Pisces, you guys want to reflect on your creativity, your creative passion projects, your dating life, your own children, or your own inner child from March the 18th until June the 30th. Because however that went, however harsh it was from June the 30th until now, you've had to hold the faith and process the lessons and apply what you've learned. And now moving forward, you're going to get new lessons, you're going to get new tasks or new things, or things are going to firm up in these areas, but you'll need to use everything you've already incorporated and everything you've learned since June 30th to get this going and move forward on this. So shoot, it's going to be really great for you guys. Enjoy. Have a great week, Scorps. Happy birthday. I'm so sorry, Sagittarius, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. I'm so upset that this has messed up my aesthetic little table here, having to charge my laptop. Okay, welcome, welcome to your week ahead from the 11th of November until the 17th. For Saggies, when Venus enters Capricorn on Monday, money, finances, self-esteem gets serious. It'll be easier for you guys to make money, feel good about yourself, or attract resources. When the resources come in, use them, apply them to whatever you're trying to do. If you get resources or if you have resources and you don't use them, then you're like a miser and they just like, it's not good. It's not good energy flow. Okay. So use them like with, you know, self-respect and for like, be smart. That's what I'm saying. Just be smart and strategic with the resources that will be coming through over the next few weeks. When Saturn stations direct on Friday, for Saggies, reflect on any home, family issues or emotional challenges from March 18th until June the 30th, because since June 30th, you've had to sort of be the mature grown up on your own and integrate all these lessons. But now moving forward, you're going to get new lessons and you're going to need to use everything you've already incorporated and built on to handle the new workload coming through. Okay. I love you guys. Have a great week. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, welcome to your week ahead from the 11th of November to November the 17th. For us Capricorns, when Venus moves into our sign on Monday, I mean, oh my God, we are more attractive. Others can see our value so much easier. It's going to be easier for us to feel good about ourselves, to have healthy self-esteem. And it's just going to be great. It's going to be great for attracting things towards us. Anything that we want, we get to decide. It's going to be easier to feel better. It's just going to be good, all around good. Very, very nice. Then at the end of the week, our ruler stations direct. Saturn stations direct on Friday. So for Capricorns, reflect. This has been such a mental health thing for me. So reflect on your mental health and your mentality, how you are alive in your own mind. How does it feel to be in your mind moment to moment? What's your mentality like? Kind of similar to Scorpio. Reflect on your mentality from March 18th to June the 30th. That's when Saturn was direct. From June 30th until now, we've had to uphold the strong mental boundaries, the mental health care, the writing assignments or writing goals that we have, or neighborhood stuff, sibling stuff, whatever happened to be for you. And like for me personally, this whole Saturn and Pisces Mishigas since March 2023, honestly, telekinesis and telekinesis church has been like my saving grace. If there was the time for me to learn that telekinesis isn't real or isn't possible, it would have been this. It would have been when Saturn goes through my third house. But instead, it brought me the teacher. It brought me the exercises. It brought me, and all I've had to do is like do it. You know what I'm saying? I've just had to like practice every day and do my energy exercises and learn and do the things. So that was actually really great for my mental health. Also, Stoicism, Googling it on or looking it up on YouTube, using the Stoa app. That's all I got. That's all I got for Capricorn. Um, but yeah, okay. So also writing and communication related endeavors, there could be like now moving forward a new seriousness or a weightiness or just new lessons in mental health or in writing, communicating, and you'll have to have used all of the skills that you practiced from June the 30th until now to take with you so that you can accomplish the next tasks, the next lessons. You got this, Capricorn. I love you. Have a great week. Aquarius. What's that sound on TikTok? Okay, Aquarius, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, willkommen to your week ahead from November 11th to November the 17th. Okay, so for Aquas, when Venus moves into Capricorn on Monday, that's going to be great for our mental health, like a boost for our mental health. It's going to be soothing, maybe a relocation happening, especially if it's connected with work, job, career stuff. In some cases, this could be a little bit of a behind the scenes. Now, don't run with this, but like in some cases, it's like a behind the scenes romance that starts up. Doesn't have to be an affair. Maybe there's a reason that you are keeping this romance out of the public eye or out of, like, you're not telling your friends, your family about it. There's some kind of reason for you and someone else to stay kind of private. So I'm looking forward to this for the mental health, for the mental health. Like I'm an Aquarius moon, so this is going to be good for like just chill, nice, like chill, relaxing energy. And then on Friday, the end of the week, when Saturn stations direct our ruler, station direct, reflect on your values, your money, your self-esteem from March 18th to June the 30th, because from June 30th until now, we've had to double down on our self-worth, our self-esteem, and get really serious about how we are here to create value and earn money and use our resources. So now moving forward, we're going to get new things to work on, new different types of resources, or getting more serious about having healthy self-esteem in real concrete ways and not anything that was like flim flam. So new lessons, but the same themes. Okay. Very cool. Love you, Aquas. Have a great week. Grand finale, Pisces, sun signs, moon signs, and rising signs. Welcome, willkommen to your welcome to your week ahead from November the 11th to November the 17th. Okay, Pisces. So when Venus enters Capricorn on Monday, you guys will have this nice influx of ease with your friendships. So your friends, your groups, associations, social media will get a lot sweeter. You'll want to connect more. It could be really great for social life, but like for allies that will help support your career endeavors. And I also like it for money that your business makes. So that could be very nice, very, very nice over the next few weeks. Then on Friday, when Saturn station is direct in your sign, you are the one that has to be grown up. So reflect on all of the ways that you were challenged to be mature and sober and serious from March 18th to June the 30th. From June 30th until now, you have had to uphold and upkeep that same standard of integrity and that same level of maturity in every area of your life. But now moving forward, you're going to have new lessons, new challenges, new experiences that are going to grow you up and ask you to show up with maturity and sobriety and integrity. So you'll have to use everything you've integrated from June 30th until now to take with you so that you can accomplish these next challenges and these next tasks. Okay. I love you guys. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you guys in the next one. Toodaloo, darlings.